What's up everyone, Greg here from Searchific, and today we're going to be talking about the best simple ways to use ChatGPT to assist you with your SEO. There's a lot of technical ways you can use ChatGPT to also assist you with your SEO, but the problem is most people never duplicate those, so they can end up being rather useless. The simple ways are extremely powerful, and I actually use them in my affiliate marketing business that does well in the 8 figures in sales, and also in my agency that does well in the 7 figures in sales per year. So let's jump right into my simple ways to use ChatGPT that are also extremely powerful. Number 1, I use ChatGPT to assist me with my SEO titles. Now, admittedly, as an SEO, I kind of keyword stuff my titles, right? So the problem is I'm SEO minded, so I just focus more on getting keywords and titles, whereas SEO is moving more towards engagement and click-through rate, so we need more engaging titles that also have some of our keywords in them. So I'm in the precious metals niche, and one of the big keywords is gold IRA companies. So obviously I'll create a page that's meant to rank for best gold IRA companies, gold IRA company reviews, and all things along that line. What I'll do is I'll use ChatGPT to help me make a more engaging title based off my SEO title. Now, in the case of this video, I'm going to use ChatGPT 3.5. Typically I use 4, but I actually ran out of commands, and also many of you may be using the free version, so I want to show you this is very doable also with the free version. Let me give you an example. So I have an example of an SEO title that I would come up with for a page that's about the best gold IRA companies. You know, I get best gold IRA companies in there, the year, reviews, and then all those things together, and that's going to give me the best chance of ranking for those keywords, with all of them being important placed like the title. Now I'm going to ask ChatGPT to please give me a variation of this that is more engaging, that is also under 70 characters. As you can see, we got a title that is much more engaging. Unleashing the top gold IRA companies in 2023, full reviews. That's a little more engaging. Maybe I want more, so I can ask ChatGPT, please give me X more variations. So I asked ChatGPT, please give me 10 more variations, and now we have many more variations that we can then pick from, deciding which one has the best variation of engagement, plus having our keywords in them. So this is a great way to make your titles more engaging with the help of ChatGPT. So let's go to use case number 2, and that is for creating your meta descriptions. Again, admittedly, as an SEO, I do a pretty poor job when it comes to meta descriptions. Either I ignore them altogether and I don't fill them out, laziness, or I make them very simple and plain and just make sure my keywords are in them. Creating meta descriptions with ChatGPT can help create more engaging meta descriptions that are going to get a lot more clicks. Let me give you an example. So I asked ChatGPT, please give me an engaging meta description for a page that is about the best gold IRA companies of 2023, but make it under 160 characters. As you can see, ChatGPT gives me a meta description that I would have never came up with myself. It has my keywords in it, but it's also engaging and will more likely get people to click my page. Discover the shining stars of 2023. Dive into our expert reviews of the best gold IRA companies and unlock a golden path to financial security. Now, way better than I would write, but personally I don't love that meta description, so I can ask ChatGPT to give me a few more. So I say, please give me 5 more variations, and now we have 5 more variations, which I'm sure we can choose one that works for us. But obviously, ChatGPT can save a ton of time when it comes to creating meta descriptions, and it can also make them a lot more engaging than we would as SEOs. Let's go to use point number 3, and that is for keyword research. There's many people out there that will recommend you not use ChatGPT for keyword research, but I think it's a great way to help your keyword research process. Now, one thing I do is I mix ChatGPT keyword research with traditional keyword research. The one thing I think you should not do when it comes to ChatGPT is using it lazily for keyword research. So if I go into a niche like precious metals or a gold IRA niche and I know nothing about it, so one thing I'm not going to do is just go in and say, hey, give me 100 long tail keywords for gold IRA. Yes, that's not the best way to use ChatGPT for keyword research. When it comes to keyword research, you want to really dig in more, use multiple prompts, and then also do traditional keyword research to mix the two together. Then it becomes very powerful. Let me give you an example. I may ask ChatGPT, please give me 10 keywords that have gold IRA in them and are between 3 and 5 keywords long. Now, this is a prompt that I would use when I know nothing about a niche. All I'm doing here is just digging a little deeper. I just want to see what other type of keywords are in this niche. That way I can either use ChatGPT to dig deeper, or I can use traditional keyword research to dig deeper. Let's see what ChatGPT does for us. As you can see, we got some keyword variations here. We got gold IRA guide, best gold IRA companies, gold IRA reviews, rollover, custodian, benefits, rules. So there's all different keyword variations that we can now dig deeper into. One of the ones that stands out to me is gold IRA rollover. If I was coming into the niche, I wouldn't know much about this keyword. I wouldn't know what it was. But being in the niche, I know this is a big keyword, so I know we can dig deeper here. Let's dig. So I'll do a command that looks something like this. Give me 10 keywords related to gold IRA rollover that have rollover in them. As you can see, we now have different variations for gold IRA rollover. Things like gold IRA rollover guide, companies, process, rules, eligibility, options, fees, custodian, benefits. These are all different variations that we can really now dig deeper into. So once I start getting an idea for keywords based off the things that ChatGPT spits out to me, I usually go to traditional keyword research to dig even deeper. Let's head over there now. So from here, I'll use Google Autosuggest. And if I type in gold IRA rollover, things like gold IRA rollover guide, reviews, fees, 401k gold IRA rollover, and similar things pop up. And of course, if I search, I can also scroll down and get recommended searches and all that, and then go back to ChatGPT, type those in, and get variations there as well. Again, I'll mix these two things to get me my keyword list that I want to work off. Another thing I like to do is to actually come in and go back, and I'll use a bigger keyword and I'll go through the alphabet. So I know that gold IRA is a big keyword in the niche. What I'll do is I'll start typing in letters of the alphabet one by one. Gold IRA plus A, and that gives me all different keywords there. Plus B, a bunch of different keywords that start with B after gold IRA. C, I'll go through the whole alphabet and I'll pick out keywords that really stand out to me. They could be buyer intent keywords. I'll throw them back into ChatGPT, and then I get another list of keywords that I can start building off. So using traditional keyword research plus GPT together can really give you a very powerful keyword list. Again, I don't recommend you use ChatGPT lazily to get a big keyword list all at once. Really dig in, chop it up, go to traditional keyword research and combine the two together. That's going to give you your most powerful keyword research, and it's also going to cut down the amount of time it takes to do your keyword research. So while we're talking about things I don't like to use ChatGPT for, let's bring up another one, and that is writing long form articles while being lazy. One thing I won't do is the following. Please write me a 1,500 word article on gold IRA rollover. Yeah, very cool that ChatGPT is writing out a well-structured article that actually has some pretty good information in it and is fairly well written for a ChatGPT agent or for AI. But the problem is everyone's going in and doing this, and you're going to have an article that is very generic and likely is very easily detected to be from AI. If you want to write articles with ChatGPT or any type of AI, you have to really take your time, break up the prompts, and do section by section. I don't want to dig in too deep here because there's all types of videos out there on how to create content with AI that are probably better than what I'm going to tell you, but you have to break up the content. You can't just say, write me a 1,500 word article. You got to get an outline, follow the outline, do different prompts for each section, and then take it from there. Another way I can tell you to write an article, which I can't really recommend because it's kind of black hat, is going to page 1 of Google, taking a article that's already ranking well, asking ChatGPT to rewrite it, and then using multiple prompts from there to help make the article more unique. For example, you go to page 1, copy an article that's on page 1. Ask ChatGPT to rewrite the article, making sure each sentence is different. From there, it's going to spit out a new article. You can then say, hey, ChatGPT, please rewrite this article again, but do it from a more professional standpoint. So I'm going to rewrite the article again from a different professional standpoint. And then you can keep taking prompts from there where it's going to rewrite the article, or eventually it's going to be totally unique. And then you can have a human editor go over it, and then you're going to have a pretty well-written article from there. But there's all different ways to write articles with AI. Again, I don't want to cover that in detail too much because there's so much out there on it, but those are just some ideas for you to get running. But definitely don't do what I just did, which is just put in one single command to write a big article, big long form article. That's not going to do you well. As I kind of mentioned when I was talking about what I don't like to use it for, which is long form content, what I do like to use it for is outlines. And I'll use it for outlines for both articles and videos. Let me give you an example of a video outline that I will do right now. I'm about to do a video on gold IRA rollovers. Please give me an outline to follow for the video with talking points. As you can see, ChatGPT gave me a very good outline of different areas that I can cover in the video. For example, Introduction. Greet the audience and introduce yourself in the topic of Gold IRA rollovers. Mention the importance of retirement planning and the need for diversification in retirement portfolios, etc., etc. Next topic will be what is a Gold IRA and then talking points for that. The benefits of Gold IRA rollovers and the topics for that. What you can also do is dig deeper, right? So for example, it says mention the importance of retirement planning and the need for diversification in investment portfolios. Maybe I don't know that, so I can ask ChatGPT, hey, and in the introduction part, can you expand on the importance of retirement planning and the need for diversification in investment portfolios? So I typed in, can you please tell me what the importance of retirement planning is? Can you also tell me why diversification is important when investing? I'll ask ChatGPT something like this when I don't understand a talking point, when I don't know much about it. They can then start educating me on the topic, which I can then do more research and then get my final talking points. So you can see after I asked ChatGPT for more information on this topic, they give me a whole bunch of information on what retirement planning is and also why diversification is important when investing. This gives me a ton of different information on what I can talk about in my video, and also if I was writing an article, it could also tell me what I need to write about or what I need to tell the author to write more about. So using ChatGPT to create outlines for articles or videos is an awesome way to use ChatGPT. The next way I like to use ChatGPT is for proofreading, and this can be a very quick and effective way to use GPT. So I have an article here that's not very well written. It was actually done by an author that charges under a cent per word. And what I can say is, please proofread the following article. And I paste in my article, and then boom, what it's going to do is give me a proofread version of the article that I just put in, and that is going to save me a lot of time, a lot of money, especially if I'm doing a whole lot of articles across my whole site. Now, the last way that I like to use ChatGPT is for HTML and coding type stuff. Now, the coding type stuff kind of goes more towards the technical route, so I want to show you a more simple way to use it for HTML/code, which can be very efficient as well. So I'm going to take that same article that's, not extremely well written, it's also not formatted at all. I want to turn it into HTML in a way that is also very well formatted. So this is what I'm going to do. Please write the following article in HTML, but please make it very well structured with H tags, bolding, numbered lists, and ordered lists where necessary. So as you can see, we now have an article that's in an HTML format that's also very well structured. This article here that looks very boring is now in HTML, very well structured, and has a much better look to it. It's going to be very effective when you have an article like this that's written by authors that don't format it well. ChatGPT can do a great job of creating HTML and formatting it in a very good way. So hopefully you learned something from this video as far as using ChatGPT, as far as simple uses go when it comes to SEO. Understand these simple things can be very important, very powerful, and make sure you start using them in your business. If you have any additional ways that you use GPT as far as simple SEO goes, comment below. I want to know about it. Otherwise, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.